Good evening. This is David Lynn, also known as the Prepper Principal, and this is Coffee Talk Live, number 283, a little bit before 7 p.m., Friday, August the 2nd, 2024. And if I look a little weird, it's because I'm live streaming on some new technology that I just got in. And this is the first time I've used it, so I started a few minutes early, and it may be a little while before anybody comes in. Hello, Uncle Al. Die Bullfrog 79. Welcome. I hope you're feeling better. Why, thank you. It's the newest version of an Apple product that I purchased. And I'm holding a second device here, so. Well, I'm glad. I've been praying for you. And if you're not feeling good, feel free to leave whenever you need to. The Bud Files. Linda Powers. Welcome. And Hillbilly Josh. Susanna Morrison, welcome. She has a wonderful channel, and that channel has really been growing. She's over in the Philippines. She's a single mother. Beautiful young lady. If you are not subscribed to her, I would encourage you to subscribe her. She's very good, and she will subscribe you back. You both grow together. Hey, Uncle Al, I got it straightened out. You got your Blue Ridge back. Hooray! Oh, dear God. I had somebody knows what they're doing help me. And they got me all straightened out. Little Lone Prepper. Hello, Little Lone Prepper. I am so glad that I was able to get that straightened out. So, I'm using what's called a 10th generation. I got a state-of-the-art, top-of-the-line 10th generation iPad. So I'm using that for my live stream, and then I'm looking at my text on my phone. And I still have a reconditioned iBook coming. A 13.3 inch, 13.6 inch, something other. I've got a ordered that should be coming in the next couple of days. So I am trying to get the technology together. I've also got a ring light right here, giving to help my Devil Dog Prepper, how are you doing this evening? I hope you're feeling better. And Devil Dog, you're going to be the next one to get a box from me. I got your phone number, but did I get your address? I know what state you're in, but did I get your address? If not, you need to email me your mailing address. I will not share it, and you'll be the next one after the Black Widow. Black Widow should be getting her box on Monday, and if you look at my latest video, it shows me do basically, you get to watch me eat breakfast and talk, and then I load up her box, and I got it out in the mail, and she should get it on Monday, they said. So I had said I wanted to, looks a little, and I could probably get real up close, but I'm sitting back. I had said I wanted to be at 1,700 subscribers when I go back to work on the 6th, which would be this coming Tuesday. It's now the 2nd. That's like 5 days. I looked earlier today, and I was at 1,671. And then I looked again before I started the live stream, and I'm at 1,669. So I lost 2. I picked up 2, and I lost 2. And it may be some people that subscribed to me and then expected me to immediately respond and send them some stuff, and I didn't do it because I've been out of pocket today. And so let me tell you a little story, and Uncle Al will appreciate this one. Hey, Black Widow, how are you doing? So in Turistang, Yaya Vin, welcome. So I had a unpleasant situation with my checking account today. I was looking at my checking account, and apparently I have a $5 purchase on it from Hawaii. And I didn't purchase anything. I didn't order anything. It's not an Amazon purchase. I didn't order anything. It's just a $5 purchase, and it's been there for a couple of days. I looked at it, and it was on the 30th is when it supposedly happened, and it's pending. It's still pending. So I went to the bank, and they said, "Ooh, that's not good, you know." I transferred most of the money out of that account. I have 2 accounts, and I electronically transferred it to the other account. I did not want to get hit, real hard and on that. So they suggested that I close that account and they would open me another one. So I hello, Miss Anne Marie Angel. I'm talking, not paying attention. So I closed that account, and the thing about that is all of my bills come out of that account. So I have to transfer all of my bills, all of my auto pays and everything, and I've done several of them. I also have to transfer my automatic salary deposit, and I did that today, and that was a pain. But then I also have to contact Teacher Retirement of Texas and transfer my retirement payment, So I still got 8 or 10 different entities that I've got to contact. It's Friday, and I'm off Monday, and I was probably a good chunk of Monday is going to be, trying to get stuff transferred over. Took care of the water bill today. I took care of the internet bill today. I'm working on it. But that's the BS that I've been going through. So in the process, I opened, because I had two accounts, and one of them was a secondary account. And basically what I had done was I originally had two cards on my main account, and my wife carried one and my daughter carried the other, and then I carried the card on my secondary account. And my secondary account is just basically for, eats, gasoline, that kind of stuff. Well, I made my secondary account my main account. So that's the stuff I've been transferring everything over to, and transferring the payments and transferring the deposits and everything to. So I created two new accounts in my name. I gave one card to my wife and I gave one card to my daughter, and I put money in it, in both of them. So I can keep track of who's doing what. So I'll know, what my daughter spends money on. I'll know what my wife spends money on. Miss Anne Marie Angel, how are you doing? I came over today to her live stream. They were doing a bingo type, and they were giving out prizes. She and her friend Gary. And I said hello, and I spent some time in there trying to show support. Gotta support your friends. But that's where I'm at right now. I'm behind greeting people. Melinda Elliott, hello. Mama of Four Boys, hello. Welcome. So that's like the fourth time that I can remember where I've had hacking situations. I don't know how that happened. My daughter thinks, her suggestion was, Michaela Missick, welcome. My daughter's suggestion was they went in and they did a small purchase to see whether it would go through and if it'd clear. And then if they're able to do that, then they'd hit me hard at a later date. So by closing the account, it prevents them from potentially hitting me hard down the road. I'll also have to contact. I have to change over my all the little bills too. Hulu, Netflix, my Prime. It'll be fun doing all that. Maybe I'll get the daughter to say, okay, you benefit from my largest. You can help me out here. Your fiance, well, congratulations. He seems like a nice young man. I use it as a debit card. I guess I could run it as credit, but it's a debit card. My income is such that I more than have money to pay all my bills and all the expenses and all the spending I do, and I don't have any. I mean, I could. They're constantly offering them to me. I used to have American Express, and I got pissed off at my American Express, and I closed the account back 25 years ago, probably. But 8 in the house, 10 likes. Please leave a like to support the channel. It will be greatly appreciated. 13 in the house. Okay. One thing says 8, the other one says 13. I like the idea of 13 better. So, David, that is a nightmare transferring everything over. I've been having problems paying something from one bank to another. Really annoying. Yeah. Well, I can online transfer money from one account to another or into my savings account. So I've got 3 checking accounts now, one for each of us, and mine has all the bill pays out of it. And then I've got a savings account, and I can put money in any of them or remove money or whatever I want to do, you know. And my paycheck now will go into my new main account, and I've got to contact the retirement system for my retirement check to go into my new main account. That's a mouthful. So, as I was saying, I'm hoping to get to 1,700. It'll be a big blessing to somebody, whoever wins the giveaway, and that's provided that they have left me a like and a supportive comment on the last 5 videos I've done. And I'm getting ready to do another video. I'm going to do one because I'm going to be sending Dave a package. I'm going to be sending Uncle Al a package. And these are like follow-up packages, so it's going to be different stuff than I normally send out, but they'll like it. And then, and Dave goes by Yoda. His name is David, but he goes by Dave. And he's a version of me with a beard, but he's in Georgia, and I'm here, you know. I'm in Texas. And Uncle Al is, Alan Sato is Die Bullfrog 79. He's classic old school. I'll be sending, and his health has not been very, he's still putting out some videos, but he's on low burn right now. He's on low burner. So, and then I'm waiting to hear back from Devil Dog on his mailing address, and then I'll start working on his box. I have all the stuff I'm sending out. I just need to, and you know, and the other thing is, it's basically lying around here, and I'm trying to clean up. So I'm gonna start trying to get this stuff together and get it out. I took my printer, my 3-in-1 printer, back to school today. That, and I took a bunch of, Dave had sent me a big box with powdered milk, vanilla milk, freeze-dried milk, snacks, goodies for the kids. I took that to school today, dropped it off. I took a bunch of different creamers and various things. I cleaned out a bunch of stuff and took it to school. I still have to take the fridge. I want to take a 12-volt fridge freezer on wheels to school, and I'll probably run it on AC as opposed to 12-volt, but it's a 12-volt. It runs 12-volt or AC, and I'm gonna put it, and that's gonna be my fridge. And it's got wheels and it's got a handle so I can move it around, and I got to get that out of here. It's sitting right there on the floor. And I need to do a video on it, you know, on the use of it in operations, and I'll probably do that from the school. Oh, you are awesome for what you do with your giveaways. I don't see many channels do this. No, I'm a classic. I'm old school. I'm a classic. I give to people. I try to help people. I will tell you, yeah, there's a lot of hacks. I get stuff about, you know, the hospital records got released, your personal information from the hospital, social security got personal information from Social Security, personal information from the IRS, you know, there's all this crap about secured information getting out, you know, and you know, I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you. Hacking, and you know, you've got governments that are hacking, that are doing stuff. The Koreans, the North Koreans, the Russians, the Chinese. Shit, the Chinese have been stealing stuff from us forever. If we really, you know, If we really want to be pissed off at Russia about something, or if we really want to be pissed off at China about something other, it's they're going in and messing with our stuff, stealing our technology, trying to, they're trying to recreate some of the technology that Elon Musk, SpaceX has created. They're trying to do their own versions of some of the stuff that Elon Musk is doing. They're not successful at it. You know, they're trying to copy they're trying to make their own fifth generation fighter. I mean, their stuff is not what you'd call anywhere near top of the line. And their stealth is not that stealthy. I mean, directly in front, it's stealthy. Sides, back, nope. If it's directly coming at you, it's sort of stealthy. Jorex, welcome. How are you doing? Oh, and I apologize about last night. My daughter came over and needed some daddy time. Stuff going on in her life. And I just said, that's okay. I won't live stream tonight. So I sent out a little thing that I'm not going to live stream. We actually got done right before I would have went on, but I tired, and I don't really like to live stream when I'm really, the last live stream I did, I was really on low batteries. If you remember, I was really on low batteries, and it's not as interesting when I'm on low batteries. So, what do you think? Let me have a yes, you'll make it to 1700, or no, you won't. Do you think I'll make it to 1700 by Tuesday? This is the second. I have 5 days. No, I have 4 days. Yeah, by the 6th. So I have 4 days to get there. Do you think I'll make it by the 6th? Right now, I need about 31. I know I'm going to get close, and I know I'm going to pick up another 10 or 12 at least in the next 4 days, but I don't know. I mean, yeah, I could, but will I? That's the thing. It seems like when I'm putting out content, when I'm putting out like a couple of, like, you need to put out 4 shorts and 2 videos a day, I'm told. And on a good day, I put out 2. There were a couple of days I put out 3. We're talking about a couple of days in the last 6 months. I usually put out 1. Some days I don't put out any, and some days I put out 2. If it really goes well, a second one comes out. I've got a couple of lined up I can put out right now. I will probably put out another short after my live stream. Right now, my latest short that's cooking has 311. The one that I did previously has 400 and something. It seems like I cut off in the 400s. I haven't had one go beyond the 400s. I had one hit 500, like 501 here a week or 2 back. But the algorithm tends to shut me off when I hit the mid 400s. So then I drop another one. I wait for it to get there, and then I drop another one. And sometimes I'm up at 400 like in an hour. So if I'm at 400 in the first hour, how is it all of a sudden just shuts off? It's the algorithm, I think. I think it's YouTube shutting me off. The AI or whatever doesn't boost me out to the next group. I will tell you right now, Ned's Mosel Vog. I will tell you right now, my wife is working on her black belt. She's a brown belt with 2 stripes, and she's going to be testing in September. And she's got to know all of her forms, and she's got to know all of her, she's got to have everything down, and she's got to be able to demonstrate them when she tests. So I'm not cooking right now, and she's not cooking right now. So I either microwave something, I do some of my ration stuff and microwave stuff, or I'll do a Hormel Completes or some rice or beans, or I mean, it's good food. But here lately, it's been takeout. We usually get a couple of takeout meals a day. There's a restaurant right across the street from my school, and I eat a variety of what they have. And then if I'm lucky, I go to HEB and I get a salad, and I'll eat a good salad, or I go down here to the Speedy Stop and I'll eat a good salad. So I try to eat better, but I eat a lot of junk. I admit it. Right now I'm eating a lot of junk. Hello, Gina. My friend Gina, who is over in the Philippines, is a school administrator. She is working on her doctorate in leadership. She is a school principal, and she is Jules of Gina B. Yunkin. Also, she and her husband have got Ed's Dance and Food, and she does a lot of exercise videos. Beautiful young lady. She's got several grown kids, and she's, very proud. Should be very proud for what she's done and what she's doing. And she's got a great channel, and it's a lot bigger than mine. But I try to support her, and she supports me, and sometimes we talk education, because I am a former retired principal who came back, and now I'm teaching. If you're not connected to Gina, connect to her, and she'll connect back to you. When you go to connect to somebody, leave them a very supportive comment, letting them know you're a new friend or a new subscriber. Leave them a like. I'll let them know what like number I am. Say something nice about their video. Normally, like if I find somebody that I reach out to that reaches out to me, somebody says hello to me on somebody's live stream. Like I'm on Bert's live stream, or like when I was on Miss Anne Marie's live stream, somebody greeted me and said hello. I went over and I looked at their channel, and then I subscribed, and then I responded and said a couple things, and they did the same thing for me. And when I've got time, I do that. Been very supportive. Spicy tacos. Now, I will tell you this. Now that I have my second device working, I just put truthfully, I just put 2 iPads that are in the drawer. And I got a brand new one, 10th generation, brand new, nice, top of the line iPad. So now that I have a second device, I'm going to start doing my playlists again. I can put together a playlist and run it overnight, and I can give people playtime. So those of you who have been that I've been exchanging playtime with, I'll get back to that and be giving full replays. I hadn't been doing that in the last 2 or 3 weeks. I actually went for 10 days without doing any live streams or doing anything on my channel, because I was just having problems with all my technology, and I had to change my internet. I changed my internet. I've got a lot better internet now, and then I've got 2 really good devices now, and I'm waiting for an iBook, one of the 13 point something. I'm waiting for a reconditioned, excellent grade reconditioned iBook to come in. I'll get that one going. Of Corner Clubhouse Cobalt, welcome. And thank you for like number 14. You know, at school I've got great equipment, and I've got a notebook, top of the line notebook that the school provides, and it's a touch screen. I just touch the screen and move stuff around and large stuff, and just it's a good one, you know. And I've got my printer. I can print. I can make copies. They provide me cartridges. It's a laser printer. They provide me cartridges for it. I'm blessed. Well, that's wonderful. Uh, I'm sure it has a good camera. I'm sure it has a good camera. The technology today, the cameras and everything, you can tell with the newer equipment. You know, you can tell the image quality. And, you know, and I'll tell you, like this phone that I have is is an iPhone 12. It's called an iPhone 12 mini. It's about the same size as my iPhone 7. It looks like my iPhone 7, but it's a lot better. And it, um, I paid $235 for it. It's a reconditioned in excellent condition. I paid $235 for it. If you get like an iPhone 14, like my wife has an iPhone 14, and I paid it off today. It still had $125 that I owed on it. I went over to see, well, what's the balance on it? 120. I paid it. So her iPhone 14, which she's had for about 18 months, right? I got it right when they basically came out. Um, Paid off. She's got an iPhone 14, top of the line, 256. Really, I mean, ultimate iPhone 14. The iPhone 15, there really wasn't an improvement to that, except for you could get a version that was titanium. So you could get the titanium outer shell, and that was basically the only that from what I understand, the only big difference between the 14s and the 15s was the titanium. Now they're getting ready to come out with the 16, and the 16 supposedly is going to be an improvement over the 14 and 15. You know, but the amount of improvement and the rapid improvement has really slowed down with the iPhones. They reached a certain point, and they're basically like, what can you do to them to make them better? You know. So like the um, the Mac iBook that I'm getting is like a 13.1 inch, 13. It's like a 13-inch whatever, and it's got all the various good stuff to it. It's a reconditioned one. It's a 2022. So it's like 2 years back date technology from like it was like top of the line in 2022, you know. And I paid $431 for it, 431. Now if you get a brand new one now, and you can get a brand new one that's like older generation or you can get a brand new one that's like top of the line. You'll pay $3,000 for a top of the line one. You get one that's like sort of like what I've got right now. I'm just getting ready to come in, but this brand new is about $1,100. It's about $1,100, a little over $1,100 for a new. I was looking at them, you know. So I'm saying, well, 400 and something versus 1,100 and something. Is it, you know? It's, I could afford this, you know. But it's like, did I want to spend the? I said, no, I'm not going to do it. Prepper Book Club. Hey, good to see you, Prepper Book Club. So I was over and I was talking to a lady, and we were talking about, you know, when the hurricane came and what she did. She's a smart lady. You know, the younger woman of 45, about 45 years old. You know, she's telling me about herself, you know, what she'd been through and everything. And real sharp with computers, and she got me straightened out. She straightened out my YouTube and got all that stuff, you know, together, separating. So I got my backup channel, my main channel, and, you know, everything. And Joseph Moore, welcome, Joseph. How's it going? If it looks better, Joseph, is because I'm using new equipment. I just got some new equipment in. I got some more equipment coming. Oops, I hit the wrong bloody button. Not good. I'm always doing that. Here we go. So, no, we were talking about a hurricane, and she's not into the type of prepping that I'm into, but she believes in being prepared for, you know, if there's a storm or something. She's not an apocalyptic prepper or whatever, the Teowaki or, you know, like the end of the world type. You know, she's not prepping for that. But she knows about bottled water and canned foods and all the various little, you know, for an emergency, and talked about the things that she did when Harvey, because we went through Harvey about 7 years ago, and what she did for Harvey and to get ready for Harvey, you know, how she went through what she did and everything. I mean, nice, you know, nice young woman. Very bright, very bright. I'm drinking tea. I got this 11 o'clock this morning, and the ice finally melted. It's still cool. I oftentimes will get one that I sip on it all afternoon. It's still got a bunch in it. Still got a little less than half, you know. Hey, Mike Crusher Reviews. Good to see you, Mike. So we were talking, and we were talking about what you do for, you know, prep and everything. And she's got a good head. The lady had a good head on her shoulders. KP Heathen, welcome. But so like I'm doing some follow-up. I'm gonna do some follow-up packages, and people are going to be getting rain ponchos. and emergency blankets. And Uncle Al's real big on the manual can openers. I got these for $2 a piece. I bought a bunch of them. Now these go for $7 or $8 at Walmart. But they had them on clearance. And guess what? When you have something on clearance, I buy a lot of it. $0.99. This is over 300 matches. 99 cents for 300 matches. 32, well, actually more than that. It's 32 in a pack. There are 10 packs. 99 cents. So I'm doing another round of Santa. And I'm sorry for those of you who are over in England or you're in the Philippines. Me sending packages is sort of cost prohibitive. I mean, it cost me over $100 to send what I would send here. It cost me 15. So, I'm sorry. But the Black Widow should be getting hers Monday. And I didn't include an emergency blanket, and I didn't include an emergency poncho in her packet. Whoever wins the 1700 will get basically what I put in these boxes, but they're also going to get a really nice first aid kit. I put those in my goodie boxes. Yes, you did see matches. Isobar, welcome Isobar. No, your ears must have been ringing, Dave. I was talking about you. Getting ready to send you a follow-up packet with some good stuff in it. And it'll be a little video. So one of the things that might be screwing some people, but it's like you get people that like they come in and they watch and then they sort of drift away and they don't watch. And I've been talking about it for a month or more about the next subscriber giveaway. So if I put out 2 or 3 more videos in short order, like I got a couple more I can very easily put out because Dave's going to get something coming in the mail. Uncle Al's going to get something. And I do them as little videos. They're not shorts. They're videos. They're a couple of minutes long. And I release them as videos for perspective and everything. But those count. So you got to look at whatever the last one is when I hit 1700 and go back forward. And if I've just got through releasing 2 or 3 new videos, and you might have been way up on those 5 on the last, but you got to keep up on those as I do them. When I drop them, you gotta. And right now, my last video that I did, which is of the Black Widow, has 32 views. 32 views. And I guarantee you, if it's got 32 views, it doesn't have 32 comments and likes. So I encourage you to go over to that video and leave a like and a supportive comment. It's a decent video. I mean, you enjoy it. You get to see what goes in those boxes. Oh, I gotta tell you, and I gotta laugh. Dave's very mild mannered. He was on a rant. He was having a moment here recently. I was watching his live stream, and he hasn't been doing that much as far as he supports Echo, his fiance, who I was the fairy godfather that got together. And she's got a great channel, wonderful person, wonderful personality, wonderful family. They're a nice couple. So anyway, and Dave, when I send you yours, there'll be stuff in it for Echo as well. So he was on a rant about the cards. He's a card collector. He knows all about cards. He puts cards together, and he was complaining about that people that are distributors or who are they put stuff out, that comes from the factories or whatever, the wholesalers or whatever, that I think you'd call wholesalers, the ones that sell to that they're going in and they're taking some of the good cards and then seal the stuff up. You go get a case, a bunch of stuff. They'll go in, they'll find the 2 or 3 really expensive cards. They'll pull those out for themselves, and then they seal it back up, and you never know the difference. And he was on a rant about that. He was talking about that, and he says it's been going on a long time, and he was mad as the devil about that. And yeah, well, keep your garden going. You stay active. It's important. Got to stay active. So anyway, 16 in the house, 20 likes. So Uncle Al has been he's always on me to good acting. Well, you certainly got me. You got me going there. But Uncle Al, he gets some real good rants going himself. And once in a while, I'll get a rant going. I'll be on something ranting, and he'll be warning me to watch out for the algorithm or the AI or the YouTube police or whatever. Somebody's going to, do something to screw with me. And but he gets some rants going. Well, 155-gallon buckets planted, 3 raised beds, and a 24x8 garden full, lots of veggies. Hey, Victory Garden, it's good to go. Good to go. But, Uncle Al will tell you, you need to have a 2-year food supply, 2 years worth of food. I understand, if something happens and things fall apart, you got to survive that first year, and then you need a second year to basically grow your crops and everything, and you got to sustain yourself. You got to, you and your group or whoever you're with, you got to grow and you got to have time to harvest some crops. And you can do a fall crop and a spring crop, and you got to, and then you got to grow quantities that will allow you to survive on, eating, feeding and such. So, Uncle Al talks about you got to figure out how many people you have and what you need to sustain them and for whatever. I certainly agree with that. And then he's on my butt about number 10 cans and pails of freeze-dried food. And it's like, well, making fun, it seemed like it was making fun, of somebody with all these number 10 cans. Well, these number 10 cans of various items, freeze-dried food, they last 25 to 30 years depending on what you're talking about. And even my rations and such, they'll last 20 years. You store them properly, they'll take care of them, they'll be good for right at 20 years. So it got me that he was over here, and he didn't mention me by name, but he did shout out that video. He did a shout out to me in that video, but then he's slamming people with all these number 10 cans. And it's like, You can't have it both ways. You want me to do long-term food storage. And you know, number 10 cans and pails of freeze-dried food, that's the aristocracy of prepping. You know, because I try to get stuff on sales and clearance and all, and it's, you know, it's not cheap. Like when I buy buckets and when I buy a variety buckets and I buy this and that on sale, and I've got a lot of stuff that I bought on clearance, you know, when they're trying to clean out, you know, because they've had it for a while and they want to get rid of it. So, um, so when I'm, you know, it's like, you know, I don't know. And, you know, I've got a couple 100 pounds of beans and a couple hundred, you know, I've got a ton of beans and I got a ton of rice. And when you say, he's got a couple 100 pounds, well, 4 50-pound bags of rice is 200 pounds. 4 50-pound bags of pinto beans is 200 pounds. So if I say I got a couple of 100 pounds of rice and a couple 100 pounds of pinto beans, it's not that much, you know. I got them stored in Mylar bags with oxygen absorbers, moisture absorbers, in food grade buckets that are sealed, labeled, and dated. And they're, you know, stored in, you know, stays in the 70s. In different places in my house, I keep it in the 70s year round. Out of direct sunlight. Don't need to worry about moisture. Take care, sir. Don't forget to send me a mailing address. But I would encourage you to be in prayer for Devil Dog Prepper, and I would encourage you to be in prayer for Die Bullfrog 79 Oahu. So the other thing is, help me out to get to my 1700. I'll create more. It'll create more a good giveaway for somebody, and also create another video. And I've got about 30 to go. Plus, I'm trying to stay 200 ahead of Dave, because it just sort of, his goal is to catch me or to pass me. And he hasn't been doing that much. You know, I went for a period of time when I wasn't doing that much. And I was at just over 1,500 subscribers in January. And if you see where we're at now, my channel is not really, it's grown very, very little since then. I hadn't been doing near as much on it. You know. But I mean, my snapshot yesterday, I had 125 people come through on my live stream. And I had 20 some odd identify themselves by leaving comments. You know, a lot of lurkers. I've got friends who are lurkers. They really don't leave comments. Sometimes my kid is a lurker. Every once in a while, I'll say, hey, you left me a comment. You know, my daughter Amanda. Or so if you see Amanda, that's my kid. You know, she'll leave me a comment. But she is the love of my life. My junior wife, I guess you'd say. 9 p.m. Eastern Time would be 10 p.m. my time. Oh, please feel free to drop your link. If you haven't done so, please feel free to drop your link. Hello, Mr. Whistle. If you go and look at my last, well, not the one where I said I'm not going to be on tonight, but the one before that, I shouted out probably 40 channels. I shouted out about 40 channels, and I haven't even looked to see how many people left comments. I am still trying to get straightened out with a co-pilot or wing person to help me with my live streams. Hadn't gotten there yet. Somebody that can link channels and I will try to start, when I get the notebook in, start using it, I'll try to do a mic. And I guess I need to do headphones, but I don't know why I need to do headphones if I'm basically trying to hear myself, because I hear myself when I talk. And now people who like do StreamYard and they got multiple people on there, I guess that having a mic is probably and headphones is probably good. I don't do StreamYard, it's me. I use what YouTube provides, and it's me. Yes, she was, and I don't know what's happened to Claudette. I haven't seen her lately. I've shouted her out several times. She hasn't responded. She may be having some health issues, or her family may be having some health issues. I don't know. She's got some health issues, and she's like my age, similar to me. Wonderful lady, really intelligent, really, really good family. She lives across the border in Canada. And I was threatening to send her a follow-up box, but it's like postage is 4 times as much. Sending the same thing, something that I would send to somewhere around the United States, even close to the border, $15 at that time. I paid over $60 to send her box, which was the same box I sent to other people, just to go across the border. She lives about, 3 or 4 miles on the other side of the border. It's a sad state of affairs. 7 in the house, 21 likes. I don't know what to tell you. Thank you, Uncle Al. I appreciate you. Every day when I get up, I thank God for the day. When I don't wake up, I won't know it until Judgment Day. The dead sleep, scriptures say. I say the Lord's Prayer. I drink my coffee. I take my medication. I contemplate the day. I usually get work days. I get up 5 o'clock in the morning. and I'm at work by 7. Employees got to be there by 8. School starts at 8:30, so I'm an early riser. And I'm blessed. I've got a real good teacher assistant. I'm blessed to have her. I'll be getting a second one. They had a lot of turnovers. A lot of people left, and they've been interviewing. Been getting the room together. I will be putting out a short that shows the room after. You know, you look at the short from before a few days ago. It's the way the room looked when I just basically came in from the summer. I've got another short that's going to be coming out. I went and this is after we worked on it. It's still not done, but you can tell it's a room. Got some bulletin board stuff up. It's a little bit, and it's sort of like the flavor of how the room's going to be when it's done, but not quite. I'll be doing that probably tomorrow as a short. I've got a couple of shorts ready to load up. I'll be loading up another one after the live stream's over. I will be doing a 1,700 subscriber giveaway when I hit 1,700. It'll be nice to qualify. Leave me a like and a supportive comment on the last 5 videos that I have released when I hit that 1,700. Not 4, not 3, but 5. I'm not counting live streams. I'm not counting shorts, and I'm not counting wall posts. I'm talking videos. Life is good, but it is what it is. I was a scout. I was a Weeblo, and I was a Boy Scout. I didn't get my Eagle Scout. Had some stuff come up, and I didn't continue with it. But the Scout motto is be prepared. Being prepared. Preparedness. You're not a nut for being prepared. Some people say, oh, the end of the world, you're one of those, I believe in being prepared for disasters. Things happen. Hurricanes, tornadoes, freezes, fires. Where are you at? Got to be prepared for stuff like that. And I will plan on being back tomorrow for another edition of Coffee Talk. Thank you for being here. Hopefully you like the new equipment. I'm using my ring light. My second device is my iPhone. I'm doing it on an iPad. I'm getting ready to do it on my MacBook when it comes in. My iBook or whatever you call it. I'll be getting it straightened out. If you want to communicate with me, I put my email on all my videos. Just the videos, not everything else, just the videos. Send me a email of your phone number. I won't share it. I'll send you a text. If you want to talk, we can text. I appreciate those who support me, and I support those who support me. I'll start running my playlist again now that I got a second device. And everybody, please have a blessed day. And please join me tomorrow, hopefully, for another edition of Coffee Talk. Bye-bye.